Hello and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gem Star, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gem Star, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Hello and welcome back to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea for all of the zodiac signs. We want to wish our little fishies a very happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pisces. Welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot, everyone. This is your weekly tea. Let's take a sip of it. Welcome back, my little fishies. Happy birthday, Pisces, and welcome back to your weekly tea on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea for Pisces. Let's see the energies this week ahead. Oof, you are a star. Guaranteed success in some area of your life this week. Let's see where this is going, Pisces. Okay, so we're knocking those haters out of the way. Someone here, misery loved company, Pisces, but this week, it seems like some of you are coming out of an energy of depression or coming out of being under attack by your haters, by those giving the evil eye, those working behind your back. This week, they seem to be taking a break, a pause from attacking you, from coming against you. It seems like, Pisces, this week, you're having a win. You're having a win against your enemies, against your foes, against your nemesis. You're coming out of ill health. You're recovering at this time. You're healing. You may be recovering from an illness or a recent surgery. You also may be recovering and coming out of depression, a bout of depression brought on by other people. It seems like you're choosing another way to go when it comes to business, work, and career. Some of you are thinking of quitting, of retiring, of starting side business, of becoming entrepreneurs. You're thinking of a change in occupation or studies this week, Pisces. And you're going to be successful in this area. You're going to be successful in pivoting this week, making changes in your life, moving in another direction, getting back on the right path, knowing what it is that you want to do when it comes to business, work, and career. Some of you are getting promoted. Some of you are receiving accolades, bonuses, raise, recognition this week ahead when it comes to business, work, and career, or you're finding the right career or business for you, and you will be successful in this move that you're making. There are things that are going to come to an end. So there are some major changes happening this week in your life, Pisces. Get ready to relocate, to pivot, to be flexible this week, to be open in accepting opportunities coming your way. This is the go-getting energy this week. Go for what you want when it comes to business, work, and career, as you will be successful in that area as you are closing certain cycles at this time. Some of you may be quitting. Some of you may be retiring. Some of you may be deciding doing something totally different for business, career, and study, and moving in that direction. Okay, as we said, Pisces, there has been a lot of people coming at you verbally, emotionally. They've been coming off aggressive and forceful, and you seem to be moving away from those people this week ahead, or that type of environment. You want to give yourself a solid foundation at this time. This week it looks like while you're enjoying a win, a success this week, it's going to be bringing out the worst in those around you. Some may come at you verbally, sarcastically, trying to throw digs at you, trying to bring down your dream, your self-esteem, your confidence, your vision, trying to bring you down. They're trying to bring you down this week, Pisces. But it seems like you're not going to allow this to happen. You're going to put an end to it right away. You're going to put an end to someone betraying you, someone taking digs at you, taking digs at what you do for a living, or taking digs at how you live, where you live. It's like those that have talked about you, put you down, are going to be shocked this week as you level up, as you go ahead and purchase a new home, or you go ahead and you start your own business, or your side businesses start to pick up. Because this is what has them upset this week, that they have to watch you win, and that all the attacks and all these digs they have been taking at you has only made you more determined, more focused. And something that you have been worrying about is going to come to an end this week. So if you've been worrying about an employer calling you back, then take a sigh of relief, as we see a lot of Pisceans landing jobs this week, especially jobs that have longevity, that will give them a strong, solid foundation to build on. You're going to start jobs where you can grow and you can stand out. And that's what I feel this week for the Pisces that are starting new jobs or land new jobs this week. You will be landing them with companies that there is a future for you, and that there's room to grow, stand out, and be a star. Be a star. And of course, you're going to have those haters, but they're not going to be able to do anything to stop this success. And that's what has them mad. That's what has them betraying you, being treacherous, stabbing you verbally, or coming at you aggressively, negatively. It's all because you will be leveling up, being placed in a position where you can grow, where you can stand out. This week, you're going to receive some type of flowers, some success when it comes to business, work, and career. But you may be putting an end to gossip. You may be putting an end to a connection with an air sign this week, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you're just going to put an end to certain rumors that people have put out there about you. So this is a week of proving somebody wrong just by your dedication, your focus, and your hard work. They're going to have to sit there and swallow the bitter pill as you are acknowledged and you are promoted. So this week, Pisces, Your enemies will not be able to bring you down. No weapon formed against you shall prosper this week. We see you guys on a journey, moving in a new direction. Some of you are going to be moving into new homes, relocating, purchasing homes at this time, starting new jobs, starting businesses of your own, ending connections with toxic people that gossip about you, betray you, attack you, talk about how you're living, what you do for a living, talking about your status and your position. They're going to be silenced this week. Many Pisceans are coming out of a bout of depression. So if you've been going through depression because you have been having to put up with toxic, negative people, this is a week where you're going to feel very good about yourself and you are going to be lifted and seen for your hard work. You will receive a promotion or a pay raise this week. Don't worry about the small stuff. Don't worry about these people attacking you, trying to ruin your reputation. They will not be successful this week. You just need self-confidence, okay? Make sure that your self-confidence is very high this week, or you just may lose out on an opportunity. Don't let others break your spirit. Don't let others bring you down. Don't let others make you feel less than or not equipped or up to the task or up to the job, as we see you gaining a win this week, Pisces. Don't quit. Don't give up on yourselves. And congratulations on ending something this week and moving in a new direction where you are going to grow and be the star of the show. That has been your weekly tea until we sip tea again together. Thank you for supporting the channel, little fishies, and a very happy birthday. Ciao. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. My little Rams, what is going on for Aries this week ahead? Thank you, Aries, for supporting the channel, for liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. Thank you, little Rams. This is another live Kettle Messages Tarot weekly tea, and I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar, here to spill the tea. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, money's looking good this week, Aries. Money is looking good, but you have to keep an eye on it. So as quickly as money comes in, money is going out. So keep an eye on your finances this week. Listen to your intuition. Some of you are not listening to your intuition, or some of you are receiving bad financial advice. So that's something to keep your eye on this week ahead, Aries. Somebody giving you bad advice when it comes to how to deal with your money, how to invest your money. Also, keeping an eye on your savings account, keeping an eye on that money bag this week, because as quickly as it's coming in, as quickly as it's going out. So there may be more bills than money coming in at this time. Oh, as we said, confirmation, Aries. This week, watch out while making business deals, while investing, while out buying and spending money. This is not a good week to take advice when it comes to your money, because someone here is going to benefit off of your money. Someone here may, take you for a ride. Some of you this week are having a conversation. Oh, okay. Emperor reverse. Oh, we got a bully in the house. All right. So this week, Aries, we see that you have an option, a choice when it comes to business, work, and career. Some of you are not liking the situation in your place of employment or your business partners at this time. Some of you are dealing with some shady, crooked business partners that you have to keep your eye on. Make sure you have your financial experts look into the financial situation if you are running your own business at this time. If you are buying and selling, be careful not to get taken in by a scam if you're buying, and not to be shortchanged if you're selling. This is the energy that's coming through. Someone here, Aries, is judging and making a choice as well when it comes to love and relationships. Some of you may be deciding on whether to move forward with a relationship with someone who is a spendthrift, who is not good with money, who is not good at keeping a job, or who is just a spendthrift and is constantly spending your money. But this week, you are looking at business, work, and career, what you do for it, how much you're getting paid. And in your connections, in your love relationships, you're taking a close look at a love connection at this time and seeing if it benefits you financially or not. Is this connection hurting me financially, or are we on an even playing ground when it comes to the responsibilities and the spending and the saving of money? Also, Aries, some of you may not like the fact that you have a partner that wants to control the finances, the spending, the saving. For some of you, that's a conversation that's going to be had because somebody may be mismanaging funds and you want to get to the bottom of this. Somebody is lying when it comes to the funds, when it comes to where the money is going, how the money is being spent, whether certain bills are getting paid or not. Some of you cannot trust a business partner or a love partner this week when it comes to the money. It's better that you manage the money bag this week, because if you allow someone else to manage your money, you will be losing out. Okay? Because someone here is mismanaging funds, is also lying about how funds are being spent or even how much funds are saved. Someone here is also taking a look at what they do for work and thinking about making a change there. And also in a love connection, someone is looking at a relationship at this time, whether or not it is beneficial to you at this time, when someone here is mismanaging money or just wants to spend money. Someone this week is coming off as a bully, as aggressive. They think they're the boss. They think that they have everything under control. This is how they acting, like they got it all together, like they the king of the castle, the emperor of the empire. But we have an energy here of somebody abusing their power, mismanaging funds, being involved in something crooked, like a scam, like a Ponzi scam. And so this is why you're taking another look at who and what you're getting involved in this week. when it comes to business and money investments. Because there's definitely, Aries, somebody lying, keeping something under wraps when it comes to money. Maybe somebody owes you money. Or if you have a business partner, somebody is, taking out money from the business account for pleasure expenditures. This is a week also that some of you Aries are going to have to travel last minute. Some of you may be traveling for a job or traveling to see a new love interest. And some of you may be traveling because of an inheritance. And so if you inheriting money, this is going to be a fight with other family members. Okay? Other family members over this inheritance. Others of you are starting new relationships and new jobs this week. Go slowly if that's the case. Get to know your situation very well before you commit to anything this week, because people are being fake, people are being shady, people are trying to steal and rob at this time, and people, are watching. You can be keeping a close eye on someone and watching how they're moving, or somebody's watching you this week on how you're moving, and then deciding on how to move forward with you, or you're deciding how to move forward with another. That has been your weekly tea, Aries. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao, my little rams. Taurus, my little bulls. Welcome, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus, to your weekly tea on another live Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea for the little bulls. Let's see what is going on this week for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you, Taurus, for supporting the channel, for liking, subscribing, and sharing. We appreciate you, little bulls. All right, a change for the better. A change for the better. And for some of you, it's because somebody's moving out or somebody's moving in that changes your situation for the better. Some of you may have planned to meet up with someone this week, and you may not be able to fulfill that promise, or they may not be able to fulfill that promise this week ahead. So if some of you have arranged a meeting or just hanging out with your friends this week, someone may call last minute and have to decline due to something coming up unexpectedly. For others of you, there's a big change coming in as you relocate or you make some changes in the house. Someone either moves in, moves out, you move somewhere new. Some of you may be taking someone to court, or if you got some legalities going on at this time, Taurus, somebody's very worried about that issue this week ahead. If someone here is in a legal situation, make sure to have proof, make sure to have your receipts, make sure to have everything in order, as someone else is going to be lying under oath, okay? Somebody's lying on the oath this week. So if you're going to court with someone, make sure you have proof and evidence to back everything up, as someone here is not playing fair when it comes to any legal situation. Someone here also is coming to you this week, telling you that they're broke, telling you that they're getting sued, telling you that they're going through some legal situation, that they need help, they need some assistance, and this is a farce. They may not be doing well financially, but the reasoning and the story that they're telling you in order to get you to help them this week is not true. See? Oof. 9 of Swords. Not true. Okay? Somebody here is making up stories in their head, believing their stories. There's also an energy of not being grateful for what you already have. It's important to be grateful for all you have at this time, as that causes positive change in your life. Okay, so as we said, somebody may cut communication this week, may not be able to travel to you this week, or you may have to cancel an appointment this week due to some other issue that pops up. There's some problem popping up with someone else that you're dealing with this week, and they're needing you to show up for them. And I feel this energy of somebody crying wolf just to get you to show up for them, to come through for them, to help them, to save them. If that's a situation that you're going through this week, be careful. Don't fall for their trickery and their lies. Don't fall for somebody's trickery, lies, or story this week, as they may be trying to get you involved in their problem. Okay, it looks like somebody wants you to solve their problem this week. They're making up a story. They're coming to you. I have this energy of somebody crying wolf. And I feel that it's because there's good changes happening in your life. Your situation in your life is getting better. And you may not be paying attention to someone in your life as much as you used to in the past. So if you've cut connection, communication with someone recently, or you haven't been able to spend time with someone or give someone attention, this person is making a scene, is making a story to get you to run to them, to run to their aid, but it's to get you off of what you need to do for yourselves. That's right. You have your own mind. Use it. Use it. See through the holes in this person's story. See how when they're telling you the story, they're inconsistent. Really use your intuition to feel the situation out, to feel out the person, whether they're being truthful or not. Because I feel like if you really, really listen and you really, really pay attention to the body language, to the tone, you're going to see that someone is just being dramatic because they want your attention. They want you to spend time with them. They want you to drop what you're doing to go run to their side, run to their aid, save the day. And this is a week that you got to do for you, Taurus. You got to show up for you this week, because you're going to travel. Relocate, you're planning a move, you're moving into a new home, you're moving away from someone who wants you to stay. They don't want you to leave. Somebody's worried and concerned that you're leaving them, you're divorcing them, you're leaving them behind, or you're paying them less attention, or that they will never see you again because you're relocating, you're starting a new job, you're going to go live in a new home, you're going to be far away from them. And this is making them act defensively. Now it's like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to you because you're leaving me. Yeah, someone here is in their feelings this week, Taurus, because you either moving away or you're no longer playing hero or heroine here and running to their aid to save them or to feed them your energy, give them attention all day, listening to their problems all day. This person is making up stories in their head and then passing down these stories like they true, like they fact. They feel like you abandoning them in a time of need. You leaving them or moving out of the house is going to cause some financial loss for them. They're going to feel... So someone here this week, they're feeling financially poor without you, emotionally poor without you. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to take your love, attention, your presence, your energy away from them. And so they're going to make up this story, okay? The boy that cried wolf, for you to run to their aid. But you should think about that before you extend your help, because you have a lot going on your plate right now. You're trying to balance things out. You're trying to take care of multiple situations in your life at this time. And you don't need this drama and you don't need this distraction. That has been your weekly tea, my little bulls. Be straight up with someone this week. When they're overreacting, when they're being dramatic, let them know you have your own issues and problems and things to take care of. You have a lot on your plate this week. This is not a week to get into your heads or allow anybody to get into your head. Congratulations on your new home, on your new attitude, on this new move you're making. Because the new attitude coming through this week for Taurus, it's like, I'm not going to burden myself with other people's issues and problems when they're actually making up the issues and the problems. And for others of you, you're relocating and you're moving away. And this has someone feeling like they're losing everything. Everything. Let us know in the comment section, Taurus. Ciao, my little bulls. Welcome back, my fabulous twins. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome back, Gemini, to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea for you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours. We appreciate you, our fabulous twins. Okay, so some of you are going through family problems, family issues at this time. These problems will slowly get resolved, but there needs to be a conversation had. There needs to be an opening of the channels of communication in order for this to occur. Some of you are deciding to make your own family. Maybe you're expanding on your family, welcoming a child. Congratulations to those that are. Others of you, you're building up your own tribe. If this is not your blood family, then you're building your own tribe. And others of you will be making up with family members this week, or you will be trying to heal connections when it comes to friends and family this week. Any connection that there has been a fallout, a misunderstanding, or certain problems and issues have popped up between you and certain individuals in your life. Then we see conversations needing to be had, discussions occurring this week for my fabulous twins. Those of you on the dating scene, someone here is actually thinking about taking the connection to the next level. So if you guys have been dating, just dating, then without a label, then here we're being asked to become boyfriends and girlfriends, to be exclusive with your partners. Others are talking about engagement and future marriage. This is being discussed. Maybe the person you're dating is talking to a father, a grandfather at this time, but they may be a patriarch giving advice to another patriarch this week when it comes to love, marriage, relationships, about dating. Okay, so someone here is wanting advice from family members or close friends they consider like family about the person that they're seeing and they're dating at this time. If this is the person, you know, if you're thinking of marrying someone, I feel the energy of the Geminis who are already at that stage where we're going to settle down, commit, get married. We're discussing it with the family members. This is the person I'm going to marry. How y'all feel about it? What you think about it? And this can be a problem and an issue. Okay, so this can be a problem and an issue for some of you on the dating scene. I'm talking to those dating and not married Geminis, all right? Just dating, going out, being courted. Some of you, after meeting the person that you're dating's family, may decide to opt out of a relationship. Or the person that you're seeing and dating, especially if you're a female dating a male, okay, or a male dating a male, one of the males are going to the patriarch of the family and discussing their relationship and their plans of marriage with this patriarch, and they're not in agreement. So even though there may be some people here dating, wanting to take their connections to the next level, if they allow the opinions of their parents or their grandparents to intervene, to take over, to be the final say, the final decision, there may be a lot of relationships like that ending this week. Someone here on the dating scene needs to follow their own heart, needs to listen to their own intuition rather than listening to friends and family at this time. Because if that's what they're going to do, then there's going to be endings in relationships and people are going to be moving away from certain connections this week because they're thinking this relationship and the decision to get married, to move in together, should be between us two, the people that are going to spend their lives together. Friends and family can have their thoughts and opinions, but it shouldn't be the final say or the final decision. But unfortunately, for someone here this week, that is what's going on. There may be parents or grandparents or family members or friends who are not in agreement with who you've chosen to spend your life with. And because of their interference, it may end a relationship. You may end a relationship, or someone you're seeing may end the relationship. And for some, this may solve the problem that someone is having with their family members. Okay? There could have been some family members giving some Geminis a hard time about who they're hanging out with, who their friends are, who they're dating, who they're going to marry, who they're married to. And because of that, that has brought a lot of arguments and fights and fallouts within the family. And so to stop the family from fighting and arguing, someone here may end a relationship, and that may heal the family dynamic. That's another story coming through. That's not happening for every Gemini, but a certain Gemini is coming through here that's having a situation where someone is not listening to their intuition and not trusting themselves when it comes to someone that they've been dating. It's important to take in the information that you're receiving from your family and friends, but the final decision should be yours if you're the one here that needs to make the decision. Now, for someone who thought that this was a soulmate, a twin flame, or you already made plans, you already saw yourself marrying someone, then this is not built or wasn't built on a solid foundation, and this connection, this relationship is unraveling this week, and you're seeing that there's not a future in a connection with someone. Someone here may have been under the impression that there was going to be a future with someone, but because someone here allows their friends, their family to decide, or someone here just doesn't follow their own intuition, doesn't listen to their own heart, their own compass when it comes to love and relationships, they're going to start seeing some truths in certain connections this week. Now, another message coming through for you fabulous twins this week is that because you haven't listened to your intuition, something is falling apart, something is coming apart this week, and you're going to have to move on. And this is going to solve a problem. Okay, someone here didn't want to see a problem, or was avoiding seeing a problem, or was blinding themselves from seeing the truth of a situation with a person or with a community or with an organization. You were not listening to your intuition when it came to a certain family, a certain organization, corporation here. Didn't listen to your intuition, and now you're either needing to leave this situation or leave this person because you won't be able to blind yourself to the truth anymore. So something here is coming to the light this week. You're not going to be able to turn a blind eye to what's going on. The truth is going to be the truth, and then you're going to have to deal with it. Be flexible at this time. Be patient with yourselves. Accept the truth. Okay? A part of you already knew that this was going to go down. Whatever is going to happen this week, whatever's coming apart, whatever's unraveling, whatever's falling away from your life this week, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a situation, a person, a family issue, things are unraveling. Things are coming out to the open this week. You won't be able to deny what's going on or what's been going on anymore. And once the truth is out in the open, you're going to have to deal with the situation. Some of you may have to deal with the situation legally. Others of you may be able to have a conversation. And others of you may just cut yourselves completely off and just move on. Okay, so this week, there's some success that you're going to have in business, work, and career. If you own your own business, your own company, this is going to get better. There's going to be opportunities for you when it comes to business, work, and career. You're going to have success in that area. So carry through with your plans. Here it's confirming a message that was coming through in your weekly tea, where it was saying that whatever is falling apart, falling away, unraveling, there's a situation here that the truth, you're going to see it for what it is. You're going to see a person for what it is, a company for what it is, an organization, a society, a relationship. You're going to see it for what it is, and you're going to be able to take this information and move forward with it. Learn from the situation and move on. Some of you already knew and felt what was going down. You felt something was off, but you didn't listen to your intuition. And now this week, you won't be able to deny it anymore. So for some of you, the realization is coming out through business, work, and career, where some of you are realizing, hey, I can do very well on my own. I don't need to be stuck in the matrix. I can be entrepreneurial and start my own business or start my own company. That's the best move for me at this time, because what I'm doing for a living is not working for me. It's not solid. It's not going to sustain me. This company, this organization, this corporation is not going to sustain me. So Geminis, you're moving on to plan B, which is carrying through with the plans that you have made and that you are making when it comes to business, work, and career. Some of you are coming to the realization that, hey, working for myself is the best way to go. For others of you, it's a relationship where some of you are saying it's better off alone than in bad company, or it's best that I knew this about this person before I committed to it. And some of you may be deciding to take someone to court as well. You are receiving news, messages, letters that you're going to have to take action on. You may be, receiving your tax paperwork during this time, and it's something that you got to jump on. Others of you are receiving messages from afar. Maybe there's some legal paperwork that is coming your way, a contract, a proposal, something coming your way that it needs your attention legally this week. Be careful before you sign on the dotted line. Make sure you have your own attorney or, someone that knows your situation that can assist you legally during this time. But you're moving away from difficult times, from difficult connections, from difficult environments, people, places, and things, resolving problems this week. We see that a wish is going to be granted for you, especially when it comes to success in business, work, and career, because you're going to carry on with your own plans this week, as you're going to see something for what it is, and you're not going to be able to be in denial, live in denial about it any longer, and you're going to need to take some type of action. But there's a need to gain clarity this week, my fabulous twins, before you make a decision, before you sign on a dotted line, or before you commit to anything. But you will be solving a problem as you get the receipts, as you get the information, as you get all the resources you need in order to make a well-informed decision this week. Once you get clarity on a situation, a relationship, an environment, a situation, you will be able to move forward without anyone holding you back. You're going to be able to leave that past behind and move towards new opportunities and new beginnings. So get clear on what it is you want to accomplish, Geminis, this week. Once you gain clarity, it will be easy to recognize your next step. Definitely confirmation. That's what's coming through. Things are unraveling. Those things that don't have strong foundations or have no future are coming down, are being removed from your life this week so that you can move forward fearlessly. The advice for your weekly tea this week is, next time, Geminis, listen to your intuition. This could have been avoided. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. And thank you for supporting our work on this channel, my fabulous twins. Ciao. Cancer, my little crabs. Welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea for my little crabs. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. You are tuning in to another live with your Oracle and Reader the Gem Star. Let's spill this weekly tea for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Cancer. Make sure to check out the community section of the channel for your kettle scopes, for your messages from the angels, from spirit, your love scopes. There's new additions in the community section, so make sure to check it out. Okay, so someone here this week, Cancer, looks like they're falling off their high horse. There's that saying that pride will bring you down, okay? Someone's pride, someone's ego, someone's chip on their shoulder is about to take a hit as someone is falling down from their throne. All right, there can be someone getting demoted, losing a job this week, losing their position, getting demoted. Cancer, maybe you, maybe someone you're dealing with this week. You know, a husband could get laid off, a wife could get laid off this week ahead. They can lose a job. Or someone that you work with can lose their position or get demoted and allow you to move up the ladder of success. Oh, toil and labor, confirmation that work was coming through. So let's get into this energy in business, work, and career that's coming through. And the energy of marriage. Now, this can be the energy of those that are married and have a family business together, where somebody's, ego is getting hit and they're going to need to take a step back, swallow their pride, swallow their ego, and listen to someone else. Pass the torch to someone else. This also can be in business, work, and career, where someone needs to pass the torch on and is having a difficult time passing the torch to someone else. They may have to pass the torch to you as you get promoted, as you are accepting an opportunity this week. Someone has to step down, or someone has to accept you stepping up and being put in a position of authority. I feel this energy of someone feeling like they're demoted because they have to report to you, or they have to take your advice, or they have to accept your ideas. because someone here is in their feelings, in their ego, in their pride, because they're not the star of the show. They're not number one. They have to take a step back to their wife, step back to their husband, step back to someone new becoming their boss, or, you know, a new sheriff in town. I feel this energy like there's a new sheriff in town, or because you've taken a hit, you've got to allow me to take the reins. And somebody is not liking that because somebody has a lot of pride, a lot of ego, a lot of arrogance. And they don't want to take advice from somebody else. You see? Okay. Confirmation. Somebody here, their ego is wounded. Their ego is wounded because either their spouse makes more money than them, or their spouse is getting promoted, or their spouse is the creative force or the breadwinner in a business that they share together. If they share the home and you make the rules, they're not liking it. Someone here is saying, we're not compatible. We're not on the same level. But I feel like Cancer, this person had no problem when they had the power over you. When you had to listen, when you had to step back, when you had to dim your light, that wasn't a problem for this person. They had no problem with that because they were the boss. They stood out. They were the star of the show. But now you're the star of the show. And somebody's in their feelings. They can't handle it. They can't handle it that you're more successful, or they can't handle the attention that you receive. And so now they're holding back their love, their affection. Some of you may be getting a divorce, maybe separating this week with someone, maybe thinking about it, because some of you are suspicious that your partners are cheating at this time. And so there's an energy here that someone may be straying, but I feel this energy of someone wanting to end the connection because they don't have the power. They feel emasculated, or they feel like they're no longer the boss, or they're no longer in control, or this is just not a compatible relationship. It's this energy where if you're working with others, your characters, your personalities are not clicking, and it's difficult to work together because people are in their egos and they're wanting to shine at this time, and it may be your turn to shine. I feel this energy where it's your turn to shine, your turn to take the lead, your turn to make decisions. Someone here is with a liar, with a player, with someone who is not compatible with them, but refusing to break up with them because they're married. That's a message coming through. That some of you may be in unhappy marriages and staying in these marriages where it's one-sided. There's one partner here wanting to take all the control, having all the say in a relationship. And that's causing a big problem and a big issue because it doesn't allow you to speak up. It doesn't allow you to have an opinion, a say. You are not allowed to be independent and make your own choices and decisions. And some of you are staying in these kinds of relationships or these kinds of jobs where they keep you small. I feel this energy this week, Cancer, that you're dealing with partners or co-workers or company or business or organization or society that want to silence you, that want to keep you small, where you're just not compatible. It's best that you look for new employment, a new love connection. Some of you are not finding connections at this time because you're dealing with liars. You're dealing with players, liars, people who gaslight, who love bomb, and then disappear, go no contact. You're not finding the right one. If you're single, this is not the week, okay, to find a love partner that you can see a future with, because there's players, cheaters, and liars here. Others of you may be dealing and staying in connections and marriages or corporations, organizations, jobs, businesses, where this is not compatible. They want to keep you small. There's no way to grow. There's no way to shine. There's no way to stand out. And slowly but surely, you know, they silence you, they kill you, they make you disappear. Like you're not even there. And so this is maybe decision week, because the scythe, death, is reversed. Some of you are dealing with water signs, other water signs, another Cancer such as yourself, or Pisces and Scorpios, strong Scorpio coming out here. Some of you are in unhappy relationships that are one-sided, that are very toxic because the partners are possessive, obsessive, controlling. They lie, they deceive, they manipulate, they gaslight. They want to keep you small. They want to keep you quiet. They want to keep you baby in the corner. And so this is a week where you're going to have to sit with yourself and think and decide whether you want to stay in these marriages, these connections, these jobs, these situations. Because you have a lot of ideas. You have a lot to say. You have great advice. But no one is letting you speak in this situation. You're always helping others. You're always showing up for others, helping others, and not being fully appreciated and acknowledged. And so if that's the energy this week, then you have to go where you are appreciated, where you are seen, where you are heard, where you are acknowledged, and free yourself from possessive, obsessive, controlling, toxic people, places, and things this week. Okay, some of you may be thinking of going back to school, or that's something that you should think about. Every situation is a classroom, right? There's a situation going on here this weekend, Cancerians. And so this is teaching you a lesson. And this is going to be a lesson on self-love and self-preservation. Giving so much to others and receiving nothing or breadcrumbing in return when you know you're worth more than that. I feel the lesson here is going to be about self-love and finding your voice, and being able to break free from old people, places, things, and situations. Question, read, and absorb new information this week. It's going to bring you great benefits, right? Dig a little deeper this week. And for other Cancerians, you will be rising in a situation. You will be standing out. And because of that, somebody is not going to like it very much, because they have to take a step back to allow you to shine. Oh, well. Oh, well, too bad for them. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed one, little crabs, and thank you for supporting the channel. Ciao. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle, lion and lionesses. Thank you for supporting the channel, for coming back to Kettle Messages Tarot. This is a live weekly tea with your oracle and reader, the Gemstar. Let's see what's going on this week ahead for my lion and lionesses, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on for Leos. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay, Leo, something is not working out. All right, the problem continues. There's no solution to it this week. Which problem is it? Somebody has broken a bridge with you, broken a connection with you, broken the trust with you, and it seems like there's no coming back from this. Okay. Oh, there you are. You see? Lion. You're taking action, my king and queen of the jungle. You're roaring this week. Your card has popped out. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. My lions, you're taking action. You're going to take action. Oh, on a problem that up to this point has not been resolved. It's like you want to take action on resolving a problem this week that up to this point, there has been no resolution. There has been no resolution. People, are not coming together. There's no olive branch being extended here. For someone here, it's this energy of, we can't come back from this. I feel this energy like, no, there's no coming back from what just happened between us. All right, Leos. And you're taking action. Either you're taking action after something has ended in your life, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, a job, whatever has not worked out. For some of you, you took action and kept it moving. For other Leos, I get this message where because there hasn't been a solution to a problem up to this point, then you have no other choice or alternative or patience to wait around for the problem to resolve itself. So you're taking action to resolve it. It's like you're taking matters into your own hands this week. All right. Okay, Leos. Taking the matter into your own hand. Okay. Confirmation. You might not be able to resolve this. You may need to wait to see how it plays out, because we see that there's no solution to the problem as the week begins. You get impatient, you're taking action to solve the problem on your own, but the problem continues. It's not resolving itself. It's not giving you the fruits of your labor. You're not being able to resolve a situation this week ahead. Let's see why. Why? What is this problem that you got going on at this time, Leo, that there's no solution to it? Maybe somebody's acting immature, and that's why you can't solve this problem with someone. Okay, because they're not adulting, they're not mature, they're not emotionally evolved, they're being childish, they're not taking you seriously, or they're not taking the problem seriously, and this is why something is not getting resolved. Maybe something seems serious to you, but it's not serious to someone else. That's pissing you off, and you may have words with someone. Oh, okay. For some of you, you may be taking someone to court for child support. Or visitation. Oh my goodness. Okay, so some of you are dealing with baby mama drama or baby daddy drama this week ahead. We can't agree on how much money you should be giving to your children. We can't agree on the days a visitation with your children. Someone is making it very difficult here this week to co-parent. So for some Leos, those of you especially with children, you're going to have baby daddy drama or baby mama drama this week, as we can't compromise, we can't agree, we can't see eye to eye on co-parenting. For others of you, you may be taking someone to court because there's an ongoing problem and you haven't been able to solve it or mitigate it between yourselves. And so you're going to need a mediator, right? You're going to need an attorney. There is definitely people here that cannot agree. A problem that cannot be resolved because people can't come together. People are not working together. People are not agreeing, or someone here is not taking a situation seriously. Leos, that you see as serious as a heart attack. Someone thinks this is a joke or a game. And you just want to solve the problem. You want a resolution. Whether you want a resolution for the foolery that's going on in the workplace that hasn't been resolved and continues, or you want to resolve the foolery with a baby mama or a baby daddy that they can't agree on the child support, or they're not giving the child support, and now you got to take them to court because you couldn't agree on child support amongst yourselves. Also, visitation rights. We can't agree to show up on the days that we agreed on. Oh my goodness. It's like, I feel, Leo, you try to deal with a situation out of court without getting any judges involved, lawyers involved, bankers involved. But it seems like at this point, you're going to have to get professionals involved because you're not getting anywhere trying to work with somebody who is just being fake. It's like, Leos, I'm acting like I'm trying to work this situation out with you, but not really. I said I agreed, not really. We said we're going to be able to work together, but I knew I was lying. I said that wasn't my child, but it was. I promised I was going to show up for the children, but I didn't. Deep in my heart, I knew I wasn't going to show up. It's this energy where somebody's manipulating, playing games, breaking agreements, breaking promises, not coming to an agreement. Someone here has betrayed you. Someone here has been false with you. They have lost their relationship, their connection, the respect you had for them with you. And they're showing up this week trying to make life difficult for you, Leos. They're trying to make life difficult. They can be saying, they can be saying they don't have the money. No, I can't give you that much, Leo, because I don't have that much to give. Oh, yeah. They have other accounts. They have other monies elsewhere, saved, hidden from you, that they're not reporting. They're not reporting to the lawyer. They're not reporting to the judge. They're not reporting to IRS. They have secret accounts. They have money, but they're telling you, oh, no, I don't have the money. This is also when you want a raise, a promotion, a bonus, and the company is telling you, oh yeah, we can't give you that, we can't give you what you're asking for, or we can't make the changes you are requiring of us at this time because we just started this company, the funds are low. Someone here is saying we just started something and the funds are low. There's no money, there's no funds, there's no money for raise, promotions, or equipment you need, or anything that you require on the work front. Or this is baby daddy, baby mama saying, hey, I don't have the money, okay? I don't have the child support, or I can't give you what you're asking. I don't make that much money, so I can't give you what you're asking for the child, for the children. They're lying. They are lying. See? Confirmation. They are lying. Didn't we say, look, they're saying, oh, I just got a little bit of money. But the next day, the very next day, they're going to the bank. The very next day, they're shopping, they're going to the bank. They're moving away from you slowly. They're giving you crumbs while they're holding on to their purse. All right? Confirmation. Someone is lying to you this week, Leos, about not having the money to pay you back, not having the money to give you for your children, for child support, not having the money, the funds to pay you what they owe you, or to supply you with the basic necessities. They're saying no, don't have it now. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. As we said, they have money. They have money. They're lying. They got money hiding in their house. They got a safe in their house. They got a safe in the house that you don't know about. They keep money stashed. This person keeps money stashed. All right? They keep money stashed. And so some of you, may need to take somebody to court. You may have employers. You may have employers robbing you blind. And you may have an attorney look into your situation, okay, into your paychecks, into your salary. And you're going to find out, yeah, they're supposed to be paying you more, but they're getting away with paying you less and acting stupid like they don't know about it. Yeah, they know. They know, Leos. Someone here owes you money and they don't want to pay up, and they have the money. They have the money to give it to you, but they're refusing. They're refusing. Maybe you are refusing to pay somebody money because you don't think they deserve it. Because something is broken here. A relationship, a connection, a deal, a promise. And you may feel no obligation. You may feel no obligation to give somebody something that they feel entitled to. And for others of you, you are entitled to certain monies at this time. And people don't want to pay up. People are just straight up lying. That's right. They're lying for some because they have a new love interest in their life. Okay, so if you co-parenting, this person has found a new romance in their life, and that's where their money, their attention is going to. That's why they don't show up for the visitation. That's why they don't show up. Okay, that's why they're not showing up with the child support this week. And it's all because, hey, they're offering it to someone else. Now, for some of you, you may be thinking about gifting somebody something, giving somebody something, thinking about giving raise, promotion, a offer of money, an offer of a relationship. You may be thinking of making an offer to someone, deciding, okay, yeah, this person deserves something, okay? This person deserves something. This is the knight, not the king. we're not giving you all the money, but maybe we'll give you a little bit of the money. All right? We're going to be a little generous with this Knight of Cups. They're going to be generous, and they're going to give you some of the money, not all the money. Some of the help, not all the help. So that may be you this week doing that, Leos. Or if you're the one waiting on money or resources, then you're going to get some of it, not all of it. And you're dealing with that energy this week ahead. And I see, you know, very frustrated. You're very frustrated, Lion and Lionesses, with this person, with this situation. And this has been going on a very long time with this person. It's like this issue, this problem, this argument, this disagreement. It just goes on and on and on. And you're like, I need to take action. But for some of you, you're taking action, but you're thinking of giving a little at a time, not the whole thing. Or someone may be taking action towards you, giving you a little, but not the whole shebang. Somebody's holding back still. Somebody's holding back. Keep in mind that they got the resources, they got the money. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Manipulators. They know what they're doing. They're making it impossible for you to solve the problem. They're making it impossible. They're making it difficult. It's not that this problem can't be solved, right? Solve your child support. Show up and just pay it. Solve the problem. Show up at work. Show up for your children. Show up for your partner. It's easy to solve these problems that are popping up in your weekly tea, but someone is being immature, okay? Someone is being childish this week and is working contrary. They don't want to agree. They want to make it difficult for you because they want to get away with giving you less or making you wait for it. Yeah, some of you may have done a favor for someone and now they've taken your kindness for weakness, or they're taking advantage of your generosity and your big heart, Leos. It's like you made an agreement with someone, and because you have a big heart, you empathized with their situation. And now you're starting to see that they're taking your kindness for weakness. They're playing on your heartstrings because they're not having a hard time. They've been lying about it. So you won't pressure them. So you won't ask them for the money they owe you. So you won't ask them to show up in a relationship, in a friendship, in a partnership, in any situation. They know what they're doing. They're trying to get out of something that they agreed to with you. And they've broken the agreement. They've broken the agreement. You have no other alternative but to take action, even if that's legal action. And you will give them nothing. Nothing this week. Leo says, you want my money? Take me to court. You want to solve this problem? Then we're going to have to go to court because you break your promises, you lie. As we said, somebody has come into some money and they're not telling you, Leos. Either you coming into some money, or you got to raise a promotion, you got extra money, and you're keeping this a secret from someone, or somebody else that you're dealing with has money saved and they owe you money and they're refusing to pay you, even though they have the means to just cancel this situation out and solve the problem. It's like they want to fight with you. That has been your weekly tea until we sip tea together again. We thank you for supporting the channel. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao, Leos. We're taking some intermission right now. One moment. We'll be right back. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Welcome to another live weekly tea. I'm your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar, and I'm here to spill this week's tea with my perfectionist of the Zodiac, Virgos. Let's spill your weekly tea, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Virgos. Thank you for supporting the channel, for stopping by, liking, subscribing, commenting. Check out the community section for the new Kettle scopes. Okay, money, 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 money. Ooh, money. All right. Okay, so this week we see you paying attention to your finances, as some of you are stuck in your job or your careers at this time. And so you working with what you got this week. All right. You're keeping an eye on what you got and you're working with what you have. Also, you may be dealing with people in positions of authority this week. But if you are, this doesn't look like a good week to ask for a promotion or a raise. This is not the good. We don't see Virgos landing a job this week or getting callbacks this week. We also don't see promotion, raise, or bonus this week in the work front. People of positions of authority are coming to the place of business, investigating, checking it out at this time. So there may be a freeze at this time. There may be no one getting bonuses, raises, and promotions at this time in the place that you work. Virgos, so you're needing to keep an eye on your money, on your finances, on your spendings, as at this time, some of you may be stuck in this situation. Others of you, there are people of authority, of position, coming through this week in your place of business, looking to see if they find someone to fill a position. So this may not be a good week to ask for a raise or promotion, but it is a good week to work hard, to stand out in front of those of authority and position this week, as they're looking for someone to fill a position, but they're not telling anyone. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of changes on the work front, in the company you work for. Virgos, get ready for these changes to come in, because there's going to be a lot of people getting fired, other people getting hired. There's people going to be either demoted or promoted, moved around, sent to different parts of the company. So there's a lot of movement that's going to happen when it comes to business, work, and career. But at this time, things are not being decided on. They're being evaluated. Thank you, Spirit. So there's some type of evaluation going on this week when it comes to business, work, and career. And even though it's not a good time to ask for a raise or promotion, it is a good time to stand out, as there will be people of position and authority walking around seeing who they're going to let go, who they're going to promote, and who they're going to move around. There's a lot of changes coming through. Yeah, see? Some of you are expecting a raise, a promotion, to get a good position. Some of you may know that there's going to be changes when it comes to the place of employment. And so you know to stand out. So that's right. Show up with your very best this week, as all eyes are on everyone. And people are being let go. Others are being promoted. Others are being demoted. Others are being laid off. It may be difficult at this time. You're finding it difficult at this time to find a new job. So you have to keep an eye on the money that you do have. You're going to have to budget yourselves very, very well. Because some of you may be in a situation where you haven't found a job, and so you're living off of your savings, and so you have to keep an eye on your savings. How long can you keep up this situation? Also, others of you may not be in a position or haven't found an opportunity yet to move out of the place that you're working at. Being able to quit and needing to deal with the salary that you do have, needing to work with that. But you're expecting things to get better. Things to get better. As we said, thief, confirmation. So this week, we see plenty of money going out, not money coming in. You need to keep an eye on those that would like to take advantage of you financially as well. Be careful not to get into get-rich-quick schemes. Be careful with Ponzi schemes as well. Be careful with the con artists out there. Be careful with gambling and investing unwisely. There's this message that keeps coming through, Virgos, this week, that you have to be very careful with your money. And you have to budget it very well, and you have to save. Because for some of you, there's unemployment, and it's hard right now to find employment. And so you're going to have to find a way to live on your savings. Others of you are stuck at a dead-end job, or stuck at a job where you haven't received a raise, a promotion, a bonus. And so you're needing to really money manage and budget the salary you do make. And others of you have to be very careful. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just because somebody is wearing nice clothes doesn't mean that they're financially stable. For some of you, you may be impressed with someone at this time, but they may not have a pot to piss in. They may not have $1, okay, in their pocket. They may not have a job. They may not have funds. What you're seeing is all they have. And so you have to be careful with falling into these type of manipulations, tricks, and schemes and scams people have going on in your weekly tea at this time. Because we can see that some of you are waiting to land a job, waiting to be promoted, waiting to get a raise, waiting to get a bonus, wondering when this is going to happen, because you're having a tough time managing the bills, the finances at this time, because you're on a real tight budget. You're in a real tight budget. You're in a situation where money is not coming in, or where little money is coming in, and you just have to buckle down and make a plan, a financial plan for yourself. Yeah, there's a lot of choices, a lot of options, a lot of ideas coming your way. A lot of people with bright ideas coming your way. Like Virgos, this looks good, that looks good, this seems like a good investment, that seems like a good investment. Oh, this may emotionally fulfill me. Oh, there's a lot of things going on. There's this energy of confusion, of not being not focusing, not narrowing things down to one choice, one decision, one option. A lot of things going on. You can feel emotionally imbalanced this week. Your emotions are all over the place. And this may be triggered by you not feeling financially secure or worrying about your finances, or just waiting to hear about a check coming through, money coming through, a bonus coming through, a raise coming through. We don't see it coming through this week. People are making offers this week, Virgos, that are very, very confusing. Okay? It's like I see people getting excited this week and making the wrong choices. Like making emotionally charged decisions rather than logical and rational decisions. And that's your energy. Logical, rational, grounded, think things through, take things slowly, really paying attention to detail. That's usually your energy. But something has triggered you, has set you off, or has you worried and concerned, where now we see this fear creeping up, or this anxiety creeping up, this confusion, being confused, feeling like you need to make a decision or a choice, not knowing whether to go left, to go right. All these offers, all these ideas, they sound really, really good, and you get really, really excited, and you make a decision on that excitement. Be careful doing that this week, as you know, it may cost you. It may cost you. Be careful with doing deals with other people, because it seems like other people are going to benefit off of you financially. These people that say they want to collaborate with you, that they want to work with you, that you guys make a good team, or this is a good idea, this is a good investment. Make sure to do your research before you commit to anything this week ahead. Make sure to do your research and your background searches. If you're doing business with people, investing in certain companies and certain stocks, there's a need to really do research. Slow down. Don't act impulsively. Don't just jump on everything that's exciting, because there's a lot of distractions going on. Be careful also with intoxication. This week we see a lot of cups, a lot of grapes. Be careful with escapism, all right? Be careful with medicating yourselves. Some of you are so stressed out that you may drink a couple of bottles of wine because you're so stressed out. Don't do that. Find healthy ways to deal with your anxiety, your worries, your fears, and your concerns, because you're going to be able to solve this situation. It's just now that things are out of your control, Virgos, okay? This situation, it's like take control of what you could take control of, and everything else, release it. You can get control of keeping your eye on your finances and not just throwing your money at every good suggestion that comes your way this week. Everything, that's pretty, that's catching your eye. That's something that you have control over. But handing over your purse to someone else to manage, make sure you do your research, because others may benefit from this situation more than you would. But there is an offer this week to work with others, to invest in something, to collaborate with someone, but it's very confusing, okay? What they're saying to you, the offer itself, is kind of sus. Oh, wrong deck. Okay, let's continue. So yes, stand out this week on the work front. Make sure you're doing a good job. Make sure you look fabulous on the work front, that you got control over your duties and your responsibilities and you're not slacking. Make sure to stand out this week. Okay, this week also, some of you may need to discuss inheritance, who gets what, okay? Some of you may be receiving some monies through an inheritance at this time, through a loss of a family member, a loved one, and there's a discussion that needs to be had when it comes to this inheritance, because someone wants someone else's half of the pie. Someone here wants someone else's half of the pie. They think they deserve it more. They think that they should be getting more, or they're entitled to your half. That's the issue that's coming up, a problem this week that's popping up that you guys may have to confront. Also, be careful with being taken in by a confusing offer. Okay, if you're feeling suspicious, if you're feeling confused, if you're really not understanding what somebody is offering you, then don't sign on the dotted line. Don't commit. Don't give a yes at this time. Look into it. Do your research, because it may cost you. Okay, for some of you, it may cost you financially, especially if you go into business with the wrong individual. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead, and thank you for stopping by and sipping tea with us. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice. Thank you for stopping by once again, for supporting the channel. My scales of justice. I'm your oracle and reader, the gem star, here to bring you your weekly tea. Let's do it, Libra. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see what is going on in this week's tea. Make sure to check out the community section of the channel for your Kettle scopes and for personal private readings. The link is in the description box below or in the bio. Let's see what is going on here. So you're not so excited about a friendship. Oh, okay. Libra, there's this energy message coming through that a friend has let you down, and you're no longer excited about this connection, about this friendship. Somebody here is waiting for a message. You may send a text, a DM, a message to someone, or you're waiting for someone to send a message. I feel like someone is waiting for an apology. Someone is waiting for an apology because someone needed help here and they thought they had a friend, and the minute they needed help, that friend was nowhere to be found. That friend let them down. And so someone here is questioning a friendship this week, or has went no contact, has stopped talking to a friend because that friend has disappointed them, has let them down. You're thinking of sending them a message, or they're thinking of sending you a message, or you're waiting for an apology from this person. See? Oof, confirmation. We said it, waiting. They're expecting you to send the message. Okay, so they're waiting for you, Libra, to apologize or to send them a message. Maybe they know they messed up and they're scared to reach out to you because they don't know how you're going to react. So they're waiting to hear from you first. This may be a situation that's going on because there seems to have been a fallout, a misunderstanding, someone needed help. Someone thought that they had a friend in someone and they were going to show up and help out and be there and be supportive. But someone dropped the ball, didn't show up, wasn't a friend. Okay, someone here is not a guy's guy, or someone here is not a girl's girl and has let someone down, another friend down. And now they know they messed up. They're afraid to reach out and communicate, and they're waiting for Libra to communicate. Yeah, because they feel like they're being judged. Okay? So this person is waiting for either you to apologize to them or for you to reach out to them because they're feeling like you are judging them too harshly, or you are misjudging. You're misunderstanding what happened. You misjudging them, or you judging them too harshly, or vice versa, Libra. You're feeling like you're being judged by a friend or a partner too harshly, and you feel like you deserve an apology at this time. All right, let's continue. So somebody here is feeling like they're being judged harshly, and they're expecting an apology. They're expecting a word, someone to reach out, because the other person won't reach out because they're feeling some type of way. Some of you Libras may be dealing with Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio who is waiting for you to reach out to them. Okay, Libra. Or as we said, there's somebody here in their feelings and they're thinking about sending you a message. Maybe somebody here is looking at the errors of their ways, thinking, hey, I judged Libra too harshly. I jumped to conclusions. I shouldn't have snapped at Libra. That was not called for. I lost a good friend in Libra, and I should extend an olive branch. And someone also, Libra, they may be seeing you going through a broken heart or going through a difficult situation at this time, and they're extending their love, their support, their nurturing. Like you have a shoulder to cry on this week. You have somebody here who will show up for you, who sees your situation clearly and who can give you good advice. Also, we see that this is gonna be a very creative week for you, where you can clearly see the next step in your path, and you have been thinking about making a move, doing something at this time, offering someone something, making an offer to someone, and you may take action this week on making somebody an offer. Or someone is really deep in their thoughts and in their feelings when it comes to you, Libra, and they're waiting to hear from you, but I feel like they may not wait too long, because if you don't contact them, you are in this person's heart, in this person's mind at this time. They are feeling like a dog. See, they want to make an offer. Yes, we said somebody's in their feelings, in their thoughts, in their hearts this week. They want to make you an offer. They're waiting to hear from you. They're not hearing from you, Libra. And so, yeah, this slowly but surely, they're here with their offer. It's a small offer, but it's an offer nonetheless. Okay, somebody's waving the white flag, is extending an olive branch, is wanting to make peace, is wanting to make an offer here. Some of you may not even be satisfied with this offer. Like, you're offering me too little. I expected more from you, or I deserved more from you. That is not, I feel this energy of that's not a good enough apology. That's not a good enough offer. And I was expecting better. I was expecting more from you. And this is disappointing. And this is a big letdown. Oh my goodness. My. What tangle web they weave. Right. So this person, you feel like they just flirting with you. They're just flirting with you. They're toying with your emotions, toying with your feelings. You feel like this connection is a waste of time. Somebody is offering you too little, too late, or just too little in general. Someone here has disappointed you. It can be a friend who has let you down and is now making an apology or a small gesture towards you, and you're feeling like, no, that's not good enough. That is not good enough for what you said, what you did. That's not going to be good enough. Some of you might reject this offer. If you have been under the weather, or you are waiting for a medical result, then you will get a positive news. You get positive results. But for others of you, a friend is disappointing you, or a partner, a love partner is disappointing you because they're showing up with very little. Yeah, see? Oh. It says you appreciate the small things in life rather than a big one. So for some of you, it may be good enough that someone offers an apology as long as it's sincere. But there's also another message coming through that someone is judging what is being offered here. And some of you may accept it, but others of you may not, because you feel like it's not good enough. They're going to have to show up better. They're going to have to do better. I hear Libra saying, do better. Some of you will accept an apology and try to work on this connection, but for many other Libras, this person has already fallen from grace for you, because when you needed them the most, they let you down. And now they want to show up with very little. And it's not good enough. That has been your weekly tea. And until we sip tea together again, thank you for supporting the channel, Libra. My scales of justice. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Scorpios, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gem Star, here to spill the weekly tea for my deep, dark ones of the Zodiac, Scorpios. Thank you for being part of our sacred space, welcoming us into yours. We appreciate the support you show us, Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's your weekly tea, Scorpios? let us know what is going on. There may be some family sorrows. There may be some falling out, some detachment, some separation. You're sad about something going on with the family for some of you. For others of you, that won't be the case. That's just something that flipped over while shuffling, and Spirit said to speak on it. Okay. So some Scorpios are cutting their losses in people, places, and things that are not showing up for them financially. It's not working out financially. They're not making enough money. They're not getting enough of recognition for their hard work. So wherever you're not being valued, wherever you're not being paid your worth, Scorpios, I feel you guys checking out, saying I quit, and going to seek employment elsewhere, or even opening your own side businesses to make money. Others of you are going to make a lot of money after retirement. Some of you are saving in your retirement funds at this time, and so you will have plenty of money after retirement. Others of you are finding it very difficult to sustain yourself on the funds you have now and are needing to seek other resources to make more money, to bring income into the household, into your bank accounts at this time. Some of you have been stuck in this energy of not being able to see a way forward when it comes to resolving a problem or an issue when it comes to money and finances. You're finding it very difficult to solve a financial problem or issue at this time. But Scorpios, some of you will be very lucky, as money will come from a resource that you didn't even count on or even think that you had. It's this energy of looking around your house and seeing things that you don't use or that you could give away or throw out, and you decide to make money off of it, resell it, sell it. You are looking for other ways at this time to bring more money into your bank accounts. And some of you, there's things around you or skills, talents, and abilities you have that can make you money that you're not utilizing or you're not seeing at this time. Others of you, you will get money by winning off a scratch off or a lottery ticket, or cashing out on an account that you even forgot about, or someone will gift you an opportunity this week that's going to make you a lot of money, or someone is handing you some cash this week, Scorpios. But the energy for this week is money, money, money. Your mind is on your money. Your money's on your mind. You're looking for ways to make money at this time. What can you sell? What can you do? What side job? What can you do? So you're focused on your hustle this week. Yeah, you see confirmation, concern, worry, staying up night, getting up early in the day, thinking on how to resolve this money situation, this financial situation you're going through at this time, Scorpios. As we said, you're looking right at the money issue, not finding a way forward or not seeing a solution to a financial problem at this time, but one is coming through. Gifted to you through the universe. It's like either you find a way to make this money, or an opportunity pops up when you mostly need it. Yeah, see, things have to change. Some of you may have to downsize, may have to downsize, may have to move to a smaller home in order to bring financial opportunity your way, or windfall your way, to make money this week. So some of you may be downsizing. You may be selling a vehicle, a car this week. You may be selling a home. You may be downsizing by relocating, moving into a smaller home so you can pay less, so you can put more money in your pocket, because you're thinking of all kinds of ways this week, Scorpios, to bring change, to bring a lot of change, especially in your finances, in your positions. Some of you feel like you don't have control over this situation, or it's hard to get this under control at this time. You feel like you've lost authority, a position. Some of you may have gotten laid off, may have lost a job, may have retired, and now have to find ways on how to live on the funds that you have, and find new innovative ways to bring money into your household. And it seems like you will be coming up with these ideas, okay? This is carrot dangling in front of you this week to solve this situation that you have been thinking you've had no solution for. So an opportunity, a good opportunity to solve this problem is coming your way. Though you have been having a hard time of it as of late, Scorpios, okay? Yeah, see? Some of you are feeling this energy of broke, no joke, not making enough to live the lifestyle that you would like. Maybe you're finding yourselves having to sell what you have in order to bring money, okay? To get back on that money path, to be back on top of your money game, because someone here is no longer on top of the money game. And so, Scorpio, that has caused a worry, a concern, sleepless nights, early days, in order to get back on your money game, in order to give yourself stability and security, a firm foundation once again, where you can get yourselves to a point where you're not worried and concerned about money and finances. And so there's a lot of things you're going to have to change around in your life, make some changes this week, maybe even cut back on financial expenses in order to replenish your savings. Okay. We already spoke about that poverty feeling. Okay. Falling on hard times and feeling like, you don't have as much money as you used to, or you don't have the financial security, stability that you used to, and now you're going to have to find new ways to bring money into the household. Yes, there's someone that may come with an offer, Scorpio, and change your life, okay? Change your life for the better. You may be moving in with someone. You may be moving in with someone in order to split financial responsibilities, to lighten your load, Or someone here is going to make you an offer that can change your financial situation. You may also be discussing it with your parents, your grandparents, a financial situation. You might want to move back home, or move out of the house. Or maybe someone older in the family can give you advice, can give you a helping hand at this time. But there are a lot of changes happening at this time. Okay, Confirmation that, you know, that there is a lack of opportunity. There has been a lack of opportunity. And that's why it's been difficult for some Scorpios to get back on the money game. Okay? To have their savings, to replenish their savings account, their retirement account, their bank accounts. There has been a lack of job opportunity. There has been also maybe bad investments as well, Scorpios, that have caused financial loss or financial setbacks. And now it's like playing catch up or trying to replenish your accounts after a hit, a loss. Because when I see the Ace of Pentacles reversed, you may have made a bad investment in a relationship, in a business, and you haven't gotten the fruits of your labor here. The investment hasn't paid off. Okay, Three of Swords. Some of you are healing from heartbreak, from divorce, from betrayal, from a separation. That confirms the Ace of Pentacles, okay? In your weekly tea, you may have expected support from someone here and you have been let down. For some Scorpios, some of you are no longer receiving support from husbands, wives, companies. You may have gotten laid off. You may have gotten fired. There may have been some downsizing. But definitely I feel this energy where you're feeling betrayed by something that you invested in. So you invested in something or someone and you're feeling let down and betrayed by it. And so now you have to find other ways. Okay, you may have to find another place to live. You may have to find another way to financially support yourselves. Someone may have also reneged, broken a promise, not paid you for your services, shortchanged you. And so this is the week where you're dusting yourselves off and you're moving forward. Okay, there's a lot of pressure. Oh, you're going to need a massage, Scorpio. You need meditation. You need some downtime, some spa time, some me time, some times alone in the woods by yourself where you could think, where you can have some peace and quiet. There is a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility on you at this time. Needing to make decisions and not having the means and the resources in order to do what it is that you would like to do, you want to do, or you need to do. Due to the fact that you may have lost a job, may have been laid off, maybe you guys have retired, maybe someone has let you down, maybe something or someone you invested in didn't pay off. Okay, there's this energy of something you invested in didn't pay off the way you thought it was going to pay off. And so now you're going to have to come up with a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. And this is giving you stress, worry, concern, sleepless nights, early morning days. There's a lot of stress and a lot of pressure. And you're trying to figure things out. Guys, Scorpios, you need to relax. Whew, the stress. Relax, Scorpios, because here is an energy where you can wind up in the hospital. You can be burning yourself at both ends. You cannot be taking care of your health. Your stress levels, your anxiety is at an all-time high. And you guys can wind up in the hospital. This is the type of energy where you are forced to take a break. You are forced to take a time out. You are forced into a situation where you have to rethink, replan, regroup, regather yourselves. Oh my, we Scorpio doesn't even want to talk about it. It's difficult to even talk about because yes, with this throne, you're very independent. You usually have things under control, but at this time, things are not under your control. You don't know what's going to happen next. You're not finding the resources, the help, the assistance that you need at this time to help you solve a situation. So you're obligated and forced to come up with other ways. Some of you are stressing yourselves out. You may even wind up in the hospital due to stress and anxiety. You may even give yourselves panic attacks. So be careful with your stress and anxiety levels this week, Scorpios. Okay? Some of you may have lost someone, the breadwinner of the household, or someone you depended on financially. And so now you're finding a hard time balancing the situation, getting control of the situation, finding a hard time supporting yourselves, or finding means and ways to bring in more money into the household. But there is something unexpected, Scorpios, coming your way to solve this problem for you, to solve this situation. It's like you're so stressed, you're so much in your head that you're not seeing a resource around you, or you're not seeing an offer being made to you that can get you out of this situation because you're so focused on the problem. But by the middle of the week, I see Scorpios refocusing and finding and trying to really find solutions for this problem this week ahead. Let's get the final messages for Scorpio's weekly tea. Confirmation. Be careful with your health. Confirmation. We were just saying it, right? You are so stressed out, okay? Some of you got broken hearts. Some of you have been betrayed. Some of you have been let down. Some of you have invested in something and it hasn't paid off. It hasn't turned out the way you have wanted to. It has actually cost you more. And now you're just trying to keep yourselves afloat. Trying to keep yourselves afloat. Trying to heal from betrayal. Trying to heal from separations. Trying to get your lives back in order, back in balance. And for some of you, the main concern is getting yourselves financially situated so that you won't have worries and concerns. And for some of you, there's unexpected medical bills coming your way that is causing a financial hit or will cause a financial hit. But at this time, you're being asked to really pay attention to your health, because worry and concern is giving you anxiety, stress, panic attacks, sleepless nights. Okay, there has been a lover's triangle. Some of you are healing from a broken heart. You're going through a divorce at this time, and you're having to learn how to sustain yourself on your own salary, on the savings that you do have, or now you're trying to figure out how you're going to take care of yourself now that this person has moved out, now that this relationship has ended, now that this divorce is final. Okay, someone definitely here cheated, strayed, a relationship has ended. You're trying to heal from it mentally, spiritually, physically, financially at this time. And some of you will wind up moving and relocating. Moving and relocating because the rent is too high, the mortgage is too high, you can't keep up with the bills, or because you have gone through a breakup, a divorce, you're needing to move out, you're needing to relocate, you're needing to find somewhere else to live at this time. Or you may be the one kicking somebody out and they're going to be going through this financial situation, these financial hardships. But whoever's going through financial hardships, betrayal, heartache, I see you guys at least coming out of financial problems. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead, and thank you for supporting our work on this channel. Don't forget to stop by and check out the community section for the Kettle scopes. Ciao. Saggies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius. Thank you for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us, for supporting the channel, subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. We appreciate the support. Let's see what's going on this week. Ooh, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. Someone here seems to be abusing their power when it comes to you, your connection, your relationship with them, your situation with them. Someone here could be abusing their power. Someone here can be showing themselves as a frenemy this week ahead, or you're losing the support of certain friends. You may have lost the support of a powerful friend, or you're losing the support of a friend this week. Someone may be losing your support as well, because someone here is frustrated with someone not learning the lesson. Okay, so someone keeps repeating something here, Sagittarius. Okay, so there's a man here. This is a male friend, a boyfriend, a hubby this week that you are losing support from them. They're not coming through for you, or they're not learning the lesson. They're not learning how to show up for you in a friendship, in a relationship, a connection, or they have the tendency to abuse their power and manipulate you and cause frustrations and delays in your life. You may be also taking your power back this week. You may be also taking your love and support from someone who you're having a difficult, frustrating time dealing with or engaging with. They come through as trying to show up as your friend, but really this person is a frenemy. This person is like, they pretend to be your friend, they pretend to agree with you, they pretend to have your back, but when they need to show up, they pull away. They pull away. You may be dealing with someone, you know, Sagittarius, where, example, you need a witness, or you need someone to corroborate something that you're saying, back you up in a situation. And this is supposedly your friend, right? They're supposed to jump in and say, hey, that's right, Sagittarius is saying the truth, that's what happened, or someone here to back up Sagittarius. But they don't speak up, or they don't jump in, or they don't show up for you. And the message here is, when is it going to dawn on you that this is not a real friend? When it's convenient for them to be your friend, then they show up. But when you need somebody to back you up, to be a friend, to show up for you, they're nowhere to be found. And even if they're standing right by your side, they just standing there like a deer in their headlights, not backing you up, not speaking up for you, not defending you. And some of you are saying, like, what the hell is up with this person? And Spirit is saying, Sagittarius, you should know better. Okay? You should know better that this is a self-interest. Okay, so this is on the work front. This is on the work front. So this week ahead, you may be asking somebody to have your back, okay, to help you out with your workload. And you always are helping them out, giving them ideas, showing up for them when they're having trouble doing their work. And this week, you may need some extra hands to help you on the work front, and they're not showing up, Saggies, okay? You need help and assistance. You need help and assistance, and somebody is not showing up for you. But you're going to show them this week that you don't need them. Your hard work speaks for itself. Your hard work speaks for itself, because they, at times, even need your help. Okay? And your hard work is going to get recognized. Or this week, you are going to confront this person, and you're going to speak up. You're going to sound off. You're going to let them know that you don't appreciate how this person who calls themselves your friends don't show up for you when you need them, when you ask for a helping hand, or when you ask them to back you up. You're going to show them that you expecting this person, this so-called friend, to help you out, to back you up, to defend you, to speak on your behalf. And they're not doing it. This is like this energy when you help somebody find a job, you help somebody get a job, and now you need a reference and they won't give it to you. Like they're not helping you out to find a job. The energy of you're always showing up, helping people out, giving a helping hand, giving your guidance, your wisdom, your expertise. And now that you need it, they're not giving it to you. See? Putting an end. I feel like you're speaking up on this. You're realizing that somebody that calls themselves your friend are not showing up for you. And you're tired of this. You're tired of always showing up for your friends, but you don't have no support. Or showing up for your partner and you get no support. You continuously are showing up, Sagittarius, but someone just deads you. Just deads you. Don't return the call. Don't return the favor. They're nowhere to be found. That's not cool. Right? That's not right. And so I feel like you're going to sound off on this. Because first, you're waiting to see if they're going to show up for you. If they're going to offer their help. If they're going to cooperate your story. If they're going to back you up. If they're going to help you. If they're going to assist you. You're waiting to see. Because when they need help, they don't even need to ask. You just offer your help and your assistance. And so you're waiting to see if they're just going to offer their help and assistance like you would. But you're going to see this week that's not what they're going to do. And you're going to talk to them about this. You're going to say, you know, see? You're going to get together with them. You're going to get together with them after work for drinks. Okay? Getting together after work for a couple of drinks. And everybody here is having a good time. And you may be thinking in the back of your head while you're having a good time at this after party, at this after work get together, having drinks together. You're thinking about what happened during the day, how nobody showed up for you. There it is. Toxic. Okay? They're not a friend. Somebody here is not a friend. And you're going to most likely end that. You're going to end that this week ahead. You know why? Because you got other friends. You got helpful friends. You got other powerful friends. You got other friends that will help you. Okay? Show up for you. Celebrate you. So this week, I feel like you're being shown who your friends are, who your friends aren't. And there are friends that are going to show up for you. Even the one that you feel should have shown up doesn't show up. You're going to be appreciative of the ones that do. And you're going to realize that you do have people in your life who are supportive and who are solid that you can count on. Also, some of you can be going on a job interview and landing a job. So if you're going on a job interview this week, you're landing a job. If you're going out on a blind date, this is gonna go well. If you're making new friends at this time, these are gonna be solid friendships. If you're entering new connections at this time, you're going to have a great time with these people. Also, some of you can be hanging out with people from the past, or someone from the past is showing up. An old co-worker, an old friend that you have lost contact with, who let you down in the past, is showing up, and they may be asking you for a favor this week. And you're going to remember when they let you down in the past. Okay? New connections look solid, look good. New connections are looking good. But some of you are hanging out with people from the old neighborhood, people from your youth, people from the past, maybe even old co-workers. But there is a certain person in this group, out of these 3 cups that are hanging out with you this week, one of them has let you down, okay, disappointed you in the past, and they may need a favor from you at this time. And you're going to think about what they did to you in the past. Did they help you out? Did they show up for you? That's a message coming through. We saw something flip. Okay, let's continue. Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, there it is. Introspection, going within with the Hermit, and the light at the end of the tunnel. Happy times. Happy times. We got happy times. You are trusting yourself. You're trusting your intuition. You know who your friends are, who your friends aren't, who to invest in, who not to invest in, who to give to, who not to give to. You are choosing whose cup you pour into this week, because you're going to be reminded who didn't show up for you. But happy times, victory, success, joy, happiness, new job, new home, high honors, you being recognized for all you do, Sagittarius. If you are waiting for someone to acknowledge your hard work, if you are waiting for someone to give you your flowers, to give you your pat in the back, to recognize you, to acknowledge you, you will be receiving that this week. All right? Okay, so someone is contacting you from the past. Someone is contacting you. And most likely it's going to be a male, all right? This is a male from your past, from your youth, from the good old days, coming through. They're reaching out to you. They need help and assistance. All right, they want to come visit you. They want to come visit you. They want to come see you. And they're waiting for a response from you this week if they can come visit and they can come see you, because they're falling on hard times. Okay, someone here could have just attended a funeral and they need your guidance, your love, your nurturing, your big old heart, Saggies, okay, to comfort them at this time. You bring joy and happiness to those that are going through hard times, and this is going to be a week where someone is going to need you for moral support. For others of you, you have recently gone through a loss, or there's some mourning and some grieving that you have been holding on to, and this week we see you healing and dealing with the grief in a positive way, in a positive, healthy way. So if you're going through a loss, you're going through pain and a healing, we see you dealing with it in healthy ways. Also, you will see who your friends are, who your friends aren't, and you will get recognized for your hard work and all you do. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. You definitely will be having a good time this week, as you will be celebrating. You will be celebrating. Celebrating a win, Saggy. Ciao. Capricorns, my little goats. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cappies, welcome to your weekly tea. Thank you for supporting the channel, for liking, subscribing, commenting, being part of our sacred space. We appreciate you guys so very much that we've added new things to our channel. Make sure to check out the community section of the channel for the latest, greatest kettle scopes. Okay, so someone is being difficult. Somebody's being stubborn. Somebody is being difficult, stubborn, insincere, unreliable. Okay, another sign that's having difficulties dealing with other people this week. Okay, there are people coming out in these readings this week that don't want to compromise, that are refusing to work together to find a middle ground, working against the grain, being manipulators, being liars, being people you can't count on and you can't trust. Okay, so someone you're dating, you're in between dumping them or continue working with them, but they're making it real difficult to stay with them. Okay? Oof, there's a change in the relationship. Confirmation. This may have started off lovey-dovey. Everything may have started off well. We're even talking about moving in together, making some changes in this relationship. But somebody is making it difficult to live with them or make this move. Oh, confirmation. Some of you, as we said, are going to end a connection. You're having a difficult time lately. It's like you've been on the fence. You've been on the fence. And something that occurs this week is going to be the final straw. And you're going to hoof somebody off the mountain. I feel this energy of some Capricorns were ready. You were ready to take a connection to the next level. You were ready to take a relationship to the next level. You were ready to become boyfriend, girlfriend, ready to move in together, or ready to make some changes in the relationship. And the other person disappointed you. The other person didn't keep their end of the bargain. This other person is not sticking to the agreement. And let's see why this person is coming out as somebody you can't rely on. Because you've already decided to move in together or to relocate, to move. And now the connection is ending. Some of you need to end the relationship because you have to move and this person is not going to relocate. And vice versa. Somebody may want you to move with them so they can have an opportunity, or they want to live in their neighborhood and you don't want to move. And so this decision needs to come to an end because people are going their own ways. It's like people, there's a either a situation with a roommate or a partner or hubby or wife this week where you guys can't agree to either where you're going to move, or somebody wants you to move to where they live, or you want them to move to where you live. And this is creating a stop. Somebody wants to get their way in this situation, but it's not fair to the other partner. It's not fair to the other partner. Like, this move is not fair, or where you're relocating to doesn't work for you. Or someone is just a liar, a cheat. You can't count on them. They're difficult to live with, difficult to be around, difficult to date. And you've been on the fence on whether to break up with them or not. And this is the week that you are breaking up with them, or you're leaving a roommate behind because they're too difficult to live with or deal with. Yeah, you want peace. You want balance. You want equilibrium in your life. The universe is working with you at this time to bring you peace, healing, equilibrium, a peace of mind, a healthy mind, a healthy body, a healthy spirit. You may be tired of somebody coming in and out of your life, or you may be tired of somebody cheating on you, and you just want somebody you can count on, you can depend on. This is not the one for you. So you're deciding to leave them behind. Yeah, you may pick up and move on, pick up and go. You may be healing from a separation, a broken heart, a loss. And now you're ready to pick yourself up and move on. I feel like it's taking you some time to decide whether to pack up your stuff and move on, or ask somebody to pack up their things and move on. If this is you, then you're going to be able to make that move. Yes, you're thinking about who, and when to invest in something. It's like, should I keep investing in this friendship, this relationship, this marriage? Yes, you're questioning it. You're going back and forth. Okay, I've tried to work with this. But I can't. And somebody here may have received and may have inherited a home in another state, another country, and they have to move and relocate. And someone is saying, I can't go with you. I can't go with you because I've invested a lot in where I am now. Okay? That's something coming through as well. But the future is going to be brighter, is going to be better, because there's some disappointment here due to cheating, due to jealousy. Okay? You can be dealing with someone who's always accusing you of cheating, who's jealous, who's controlling, who's suffocating, who's a bully, and you're leaving them because it's like, I'm not cheating on you, okay? I'm with you. But this person keeps throwing accusations and you can't deal with this anymore. Others of you are ending a relationship this week when you find out, yeah, you have been cheated on. And you're not going to put up with this anymore. There's a new partner, a new love offer that is going to come in, that is going to change your life, because this new partner that's going to come in is somebody stable, somebody you can count on, somebody who is dependable. They're very strong and they're very protective. Not in a suffocating way, but they like security. They like security and stability, and they work hard to maintain that in their life. You may be also doing that as well. You work hard to maintain stability in your life, security in your life, peace of mind in your life, a well-balanced life. You like to live a well-balanced life. You don't want to be stressed. You don't want to be worried. All right. And so if you're dealing with somebody you can't depend on, you're dealing with a liar, a manipulator, a cheater, then we see yourselves no longer wanting to invest in that and thinking of where else you can invest. And some of you are investing in relocating. That has been your weekly tea, and until we sip tea together again, Capricorns, thank you for supporting the channel, for stopping by and sipping some weekly tea with us. Ciao, my little goats. Aquarius, welcome Aqua, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for joining us on another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gem Star, and I'm here to spill the weekly tea for Aquarius. All right, Aqua. So I see that you're taking less risks at this time. You're not acting foolishly. You're not acting impulsively. You are taking your time. You are taking your time. A need to act wisely at this time. A need to act wisely. A need to defend and protect all that you have worked for and built. You're no longer under any fog or fantasy or illusion or rose-colored glasses effect. You are dealing with situations as they are. You're no longer taking risks, unwise risks and chances when it comes to your heart, when it comes to your money. You're listening to wise advice at this time. You're listening to your intuition as well. You are seeing situations and people and places for who they are, for what they are. You know who to stay away from, who to defend yourself from, who to protect yourself from. Because there is a need to protect yourselves, to not do anything impulsive or act emotionally this week. Be cool, calm, and collected. Whatever's going down this week, okay? Stay cool, calm, and collected. Don't take any risks at this time. Don't act impulsively. Don't react on emotion, on ego. Okay, there's some travel. This week, Aquarius, you may be planning a trip, needing to travel, thinking about traveling, also relocating to another country, another continent. You are definitely thinking of relocating long distance, or someone who is at long distance from you is thinking of you at this time. There it is. They're thinking of you. You may want to go back home. If you live abroad and you're not in your home country, you may be thinking, yeah, of either going back home or moving from home, moving from the family home, or moving back home. Especially if it's at long distance, okay? If you live in another country, in another continent from where you were born, okay, or from where you grew up, you may want to go back or leave that place at this time. And you're thinking about it, it's on your mind, and there has been hesitation in making a move because maybe you're thinking about the welfare of a parent or a grandparent at this time. You may be also thinking of retirement, where you want to live in your old age. You may be deciding to purchase a home in your home country. You could be thinking of where you want to retire. But there's a lot of thinking of moving abroad and traveling. And someone here may be helping you out with that. See, yeah, we said it. There's a lot of thinking. There you are. You're thinking wise. You're giving good advice. You're taking good advice. You're thinking things through. You're not acting impulsively. You're strategizing. You're thinking, keeping your emotions on the wrap. Nobody knows what you're working on. Nobody knows what you're thinking. Nobody knows your plan at this time. Because you may be planning to quit a job, to relocate, to move. And you're keeping this on the wraps at this time, Aquarius. You're working on something on the low. You're not letting anybody know at this time. You're also protecting yourself. You can be copywriting something as well, protecting your work, your art, your creative work. You may also be traveling to promote your work, to promote yourself. Oh, yes, 9 of Cups, wish granted. Wish granted, and an exciting opportunity is offered. An exciting opportunity is being offered this week. It may be something small. It has a lot of potential. Something being offered to you this week that will change your life, that will make you happy, that will make you feel emotionally fulfilled, that has a wish granted for you this week is being offered. And you're thinking about it because this offer being made to you may have you uprooting. You may need to move to take advantage of this opportunity. You may have to take a relationship, a connection, a situation to the next level in order to take advantage of this good fortune, good luck coming your way. So we see that some Aquarius, you're in a comfortable position where you can take your time on giving a yes or no to something that's being offered to you this week. Someone may offer you a trip, a vacation, an opportunity to live abroad, work abroad. And whatever they're offering you can make you very, very happy. So don't turn your back on certain offers coming to you this week just because they're not coming to you in the package, in the form that you expect it to. I feel like don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge an offer by the messenger, the one who's delivering it, because it's going to lead to change and happiness. And you may be able to even travel the world with this offer, make money with this offer. Also, listen to the wise words of those seniors in your life at this time. Take the advice of someone older this week ahead, because it looks like it will grant you a wish. It'll make you see something from a different perspective. Someone here may offer you an opportunity this week to change your life. And that's relocating, moving, in order to receive this Nine of Cups. Some of you are taking your time thinking about it because some of you may be in a comfortable position. And this is going to take you out of your comfort zone. But it's going to make you happy. But it looks like you will be taking time to give this person a final response. But I think you will take this offer, Aquarius. Yes, a long trip and a surprise at the end. That's confirmation. Someone here is offering you a trip, offering you a vacation, offering you to live abroad, work abroad. Someone here is offering you an opportunity of a lifetime. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Be wise. Be wise. And yes, you're advised not to act impulsively, but you're also being asked to be wise, to know what's good for you and what's not good for you, right? Because Queen of Swords, she knows what's good for her. She knows what's not good for her. She knows, when to cut people, places, and things out of her life. And so use your wisdom, use your discernment when an opportunity comes along that will bring emotional fulfillment, and even travel around the world, relocation. But this travel is going to end well. This offer is going to have a very nice surprise at the end, and you're going to be able to make certain changes in your life that have been a long time in the works or a long time coming. Also, make sure to see your doctors this week. Make sure to be paying attention to your health. Be careful drinking too much coffee, wine, beer, alcohol, liquor. Be careful with your intake this week of libations. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water and you're staying hydrated. Make sure to get movement. Make sure to get out there, hit the gym, take a walk, take a stroll, take a run. Make sure to be active this week. And make sure that you're making wise decisions and you're listening to your intuition. And when this queen shows up, it is make sure to remind yourself of the lessons you learned in the past that can help you making a good choice and decision at this time. Your life experiences have brought you to this point where you are able to make good decisions for yourself, because you're no longer acting impulsively. You're no longer just reacting. You're thinking things through. You're learning to have boundaries, defend yourself, protect yourself when necessary. You're paying attention to your money at this time. You're making wise decisions. And you're no longer living in fairy tale world, deluding yourself or sabotaging yourself or having rose-colored glasses on. You are here dealing with situations as they are. You see things for what they are, and you're strategizing to make your next move with all the information that you have at your disposal. And you're making choices and decisions this week that are going to make you very happy and very emotionally fulfilled. And you will be out and about. Okay? You're going to be out and about by the end of the week, traveling, having a good time. Maybe even moving and relocating. But by the end of the week, there's going to be a significant change in your attitude, in your mindset, and in your life. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea together again, Aquarius, may you have a blessed week ahead. And thank you for supporting our channel. And we hope you had a very, very happy birthday, Aqua. And make plans for your solar return right now. Make plans to make those changes in your life and get that bucket list out and travel the world. Get out of your comfort zone. Ciao. It's your Rita the Gem Star. Thank you so much for stopping by, sipping some weekly tea with us. Support your content creators. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. And to receive your own personal private reading, book it at our website, kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site, in the description box below. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao.